Hey y'all. Um, this video is going to be about my opinion of the zodiac signs. Once again, this is my opinion. I'm not a professional astrologer, although professional astrologers, let's be real, all y'all are doing is taking some of these websites, which you can go on for free, putting in somebody's name, their time of birth, their place of birth, and their birth date, and popping up, you know, information like that, and then charging them for it. Which, hey, like I said, you can do that for free if you really get into the astrology aspect. Okay, for real, let's be real with that. That's not with all tools, but that's with some professional astrologers. Okay, for real, let's be real about that. Okay. In any event, 1 second, I have to pull my computer back up. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. Now, please remember that this video of my opinion of the zodiacs, one, several things. One, it's my opinion. Two, it's based on my personal experiences of the zodiacs. I say that to say, I posted something about my opinion in a Facebook group, and everybody was like, well, where did you get that from? Cosmo, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, this is my opinion of the zodiacs. And three, this is strictly based on sun signs. Now, I always tell people, please remember that not every individual within their zodiac, within their sun sign, has all the sun sign characteristics. So if you can, pull the birth chart. Go on astro.com or any other site and pull their birth chart, because you'll get even if you don't have the exact time of birth, some of the websites will just allow you to put in unknown as the time of birth, and you will get a kind of a general description of that person's chart. Okay, that's how you can kind of sort of beat the system like that. All right, a little bit of secret. And I'm sorry, professional astrologers, y'all can get offended all you want, it doesn't matter. Okay, but it's true, it's there. But anyway, this is strictly based on sun signs. This is not on any other placements. So, if you're dealing with a specific individual, for more accurate information on that individual, pull up their birth chart on any of the astrology sites. Now, the time of birth does give you a more detailed description of the chart. Like, it'll tell you about, like, prime example, my ascendant Virgo is in the 8th house, or sorry, is in the 1st house. I'm a Gemini. My sun sign is Gemini. That's in my 9th house. And my moon sign is Virgo. That's in my 8th house. And my Mercury is Taurus. That's also in my 8th house. When you have the exact time of birth, it gives you detailed information like that. But if you don't know the time of birth, it'll just kind of give you, like vague, like not exactly vague information, but it kind of gives you a general synopsis of somebody's birth chart still to sum that up. But anyway, moving forward, okay, let's start out with my opinion of the Aries I love you guys. A couple of my closest friends have been Aries. I love you all to death. I really do. Y'all are very fun. Y'all are the life. Y'all can be just like the Gemini, the life of the party. But y'all also have some home comforts. You can learn some things from you guys, and y'all are some of the greatest sexual partners ever, okay? But, however, you're the victims of your own demise. And when I say that, I say this to say, okay, prime example. If you guys, the Aries that I know, if y'all have an issue with someone or something, y'all will not it seems to me that y'all don't know how to quite, or you won't confront the problem head on. Y'all will sit with every other individual around you and talk to those people, but you won't deal with the problem itself. You don't know how many times my Aries individuals have had issues with me, but they won't talk to me about it. They'll go and talk to other people. But yet the Gemini is considered to be two-faced. Is that not considered two-faced? Because that's two-faced in my opinion, okay? You're the victim of your own demise. If you would just learn to, even if it does result in an argument or something, okay? Sometimes you have to get, if the person really cares about you, I'm not just talking about romantically, I'm talking about friendships, co-workers, family members, whoever. If the person cares about you, yeah, they're going to tell you the truth about what's going on, okay? About how they feel. And I just think that the Aries, you guys just have a problem with hearing that, okay? Number one, that's the first issue. Number two, well, we'll get to that later, okay? When I get to the Gemini aspect of it. But in any event, you guys are the victim of your own demise, and you guys just need to learn to deal with your problems head on, as opposed, and not just when you get in that bull state when you're angry, but all the time, okay? Anyway, moving forward. Taurus, I don't know too many of you, but the ones that I know, well, first off, everybody claims that you're stalkers. You guys have a very unique way of stalking people if you are stalkers. Like, I almost in my mind question the Tauruses that supposedly are stalking. Like, if a Taurus became a door, if I'm no longer dealing with a Taurus and they became a DoorDash driver and they were delivering packages to my house or delivering, stuff to my house on a regular basis just so they could find out specifically where I lived, is that stalking? Shit like that. It'll make you like the Tauruses that I deal with, like, they'll almost make you question what they're doing in your head, type of like gaslighting to a degree, shit. So yeah, but don't get me wrong, I guess because I have Taurus placements within my chart, I love you guys. Like, you guys give me the best, the calmest sense of, I get the the serenest energy from you. I love your homebody sense, because I'm a homebody. Despite the fact that I'm a Gemini, I love being at home. I don't love being out and about or out in a crowd. I love being at home, just chilling, watching Discovery Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, whatever. Listening to my music, whatever. My home is where my zone is at. Okay, and I don't let too many people within my home comforts, and I love that about the Taurus because they're the same way. Okay, um, y'all are great to talk to. Y'all just have that calming energy. Whenever I'm upset, I loved being in communication with my Tauruses because they just knew how to make me feel better. Okay. Now I've heard that they have issues with money. That is true, unfortunately. And I've heard that they are a bit lazy. I can't exactly confirm or deny that fact because I don't really know. And I heard that they are slow and steady when it comes to pursuing who they want to be within romantic situations. That is also very true. But they're just trying to feel you out. And I also, I like that. I do. I love it. Because they're not even just being slow and steady when it comes to like serious situations. They're being slow and steady, period. So even if they wanted to have you as a fuck buddy, they're going to be slow and steady about that situation too. Okay? They're trying to feel out that situation as a whole. That's why I love my Tauruses. Now, let's get to my people, the Gemini. I love y'all. Love us all day. We are considered to be the worst zodiac in the whole bunch. Why? I don't know. Because in my opinion, we're not. I think that we could be classed with quite a few other zodiacs with certain things. But, hey, don't get me wrong. There are some things about us that I feel like we could calm down a bit with. Like, in my opinion, I do think that there are some Geminis who want to have too many people within their circles, and they don't realize how dangerous that can be. I was like that when I was younger. Like, I just liked being out and about. I liked having different people from different walks of life around me. But I had to realize how dangerous that could potentially be for me. And I had to cut back on some of that, a lot of that, as a Gemini. Also, I know for a fact that we, on a positive note, because a lot of people try to portray this as a negative trait, we're informational. We love anything that we can learn. We love to learn it. For me, I think that's an awesome thing. Whoever doesn't like to learn, I'm sorry, you're an idiot. You are. You should, any opportunity that you can take in your life, whether you're a child or an adult, you should take to learn something. Okay? Any opportunity that you can take in your life to learn something, whether it's on the internet, in a book, from another individual, from your surroundings, whatever, you should learn it, period. You never know where or when you can use it throughout your life. Okay? Now, the problem that I personally have as a Gemini, unfortunately, I like to learn so much, and my mind is just so all over the place about different things, and my fingers are in every pie, that I've never truly figured out what my talent is. I am still kind of at 31 years old, going through life just learning a bunch of shit. And it's not useless shit. It is shit that I have applied to my life, but it's still shit where it's like, okay, well, you know what? At some point, you're gonna have this. There was an Aquarius that asked me a long time ago what were my talents, and I could honestly say I don't know, because there's so much that I've learned or tried in my life that I honestly don't know. And I need to figure out, like, more so because I feel like when I discover what my talent is, it might bring me a great sense of wealth and abundance. Okay? But I need to figure out for real what my real talent is. As a Gemini, I can honestly say that. Now, some individuals claim that we're two-faced. Like 1 minute we could be smiling and playing and joking and happy with you, and the next minute we could just be looking at you, or come around you and be like, hey, like almost like we would want you to die type of thing. Hell, you just described somebody that was bipolar, and that could be any motherfucker on the planet. Okay, seriously. For me personally, as a Gemini, if I have done that to any individual, it's only been for two reasons. One, and I'm not justifying it, but I'm just letting people know why I've done it as a Gemini. One, I've already been having a bad day, okay? And when you came around me, my head is just not quite calm enough or clear enough to talk to you. Now, maybe I should have communicated that to you, but by that point, you're already in my face, and I've already have to deal with you. So it's just too late. And then the other instance is if I've already had a confrontation with you, if we've already gotten into it, and then we're supposed to encounter each other again, I don't know how the situation is going to go. You might have just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to let things go. I've already forgotten what was going on back then. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to move forward or whatever. But in my mind, I haven't. I have not let it go. It's still on my mind, and I'm still anticipating there to be some conflict between us. So I'm already rearing up for a fight. And that might be negative, but that's just what it is. Or I might be wanting to finish the fight that we already started. And that might be negative, but that's just me. That's just how I operate. Period. Okay? Cancers. You guys also, like the Libras. One, you're a little too clingy, but that's just me. And two, I guess it's because people disrupt what you've got going on, because you guys are extreme homebodies. I love that about you guys. You guys are homebodies to the T. You keep your homes in order. All your affairs are in order and everything. And I think that the minute that somebody disrupts that for you guys, it's an issue. It's a problem. You become very temperamental. Now, people say that you're assholes because of this. Well, if you're considered if you're considered to be an asshole because of it, well, I honestly could say it's probably because somebody disrupted what you had going on. Because you guys don't bother people, except for people that you really become attached to. But even then, I do love the way that y'all communicate, because I knew a Cancer who we were trying to have a romantic situation, and I was having a bad day, and I needed to have a moment. I just had to go off and be by myself, and he was trying to get in contact with me, and he couldn't. Now, when I finally came back around, I told him, I said, hey, I'm sorry, I just needed to have a moment. I was having a moment. I just needed a moment to myself. And he did just say, well, I understand you wanted to have a moment, but can you at least just let me know you were alive? And I had to go, well, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely correct. I could have at least done that, So I love your communication style. I love the way that you guys are. So if anybody thinks that you're an asshole, That's on them. That's their loss. Um, Leos. The Leo, the older Leo women, I have mad respect for you guys. For the most part. The only time, actually, I have mad respect for Leos, period. The only time I don't have respect for you guys is when you're in public. Because then you guys, I'm sorry, you guys do absolutely in all aspects feel like you have to be the center of attention. In everybody's world, somebody's got to be stroking your ego, man or woman. And and unfortunately, when you get in public and you don't get what you want, y'all throw the worst temper tantrums. And for me as a Gemini, that's not cool. I just don't like it. I don't care for it. Okay. Oh, let me go back to the Gemini thing real quick, because there were some other issues that I wanted to clear up real quick before we go any further. Somebody also said that, I mean, a lot of the things about the Gemini, hell, like I said, you can basically, hell, claim about any bipolar individual on the planet, okay? But y'all claim that we're scatterbrained. I don't know a Gemini who is truly scatterbrained or is forgetful. I know I'm not. I know how to stick to one task. Actually, I'm probably a little too multitasked, but like I said, you all got to look at all the placements in somebody's birth chart to know that, because I don't have all the Gemini qualities apparently. But anyway, also they claim that we talk too much. That might be true too. I'm sorry, we like to talk. We're talkers. We have a lot to say. And we have a lot to say because there's a lot on our minds. They claim that Geminis are in somebody's business. For me personally, I'm not in your business. I feel like this. If somebody's telling me something, okay, first off, I'm not the type of individual who will go out and be trying to seek down some shit just to seek it down. If you come to me and you tell me something and I feel like you're only telling me half of the information, I'm going to ask you questions to get to the real truth of the matter, or at least what I think is the truth of the matter anyway, okay? So, I'm sorry that we ask questions about things or whatever, but if you have, for me personally, I feel like this. If any individual that I have encountered feels like I was being in their business after something that they told me and I asked questions about it, then I guess then you should have kept your business to yourself, because I was never out there. I don't go through anybody's phone. I can't speak for any other Gemini, but I don't go through phones. I don't read mail. I don't go out there asking other people about you. I don't go to your house and look through shit. I don't go through your mailbox. I don't do any of the extra shit, okay? I don't, it's unnecessary energy. I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for me when it comes to that. But if you didn't want me to know something, then you shouldn't have said anything at all. That's the way I feel about that. Anyway, moving forward. We did the Cancers. We did the Leos. Let's move forward to the Virgos. Have a lot of love for the Virgos. My brother's a Virgo. They're very organized, very neat, clean people. I've also heard that they can be assholes. But once again, I feel like it just goes back to, if you disrupt what they had planned out, what they had going on, within their flow, then unfortunately, yes, they will turn into assholes. Okay? So leave the Virgo alone. And I think it's also, I can relate to that because, like I said, my ascendant is Virgo and my moon is Virgo. So if you disrupt our energy, what we have going on, we're very detail oriented. We like to keep our spaces neat and clean, and we like quiet, peaceful environment. So if you interrupt that, for us, it is going to be a problem. Sorry, that's just what it is. Okay? Libras. With all due respect, but it just kind of seems like on the romantic sense, you guys are awesome friends. You flirt with a lot of people. Y'all are fun energy. But then it also kind of seems like within a romantic sense, you kind of have this energy where it's like, if you don't have somebody around you, it's the end of the world. And I honestly, in my opinion, I feel like you guys are the zodiac that needs to kind of work on conquering your loneliness a little bit. Okay? Because it's not going to kill you to be alone. For real. Seriously. Scorpios? Oh, Scorpios. I'm going to say this. You guys are just way too fucking manipulative. And people that care about you, the thing is, people that truly, truly care about you, like truly give a fuck about you in this world, they let you manipulate them. They really do. They allow you to. But just because of that fact, then you go way too far with it. And the thing is, you manipulate things that you don't even have to be manipulative about. You just do it. I don't know if it's just because it's in your nature, but you do it just because. And it's unnecessary energy. My mom is a Scorpio, and she tells so many lies to cover up whatever she's got going on that it's unnecessary, and she doesn't even have to. Like, one, you're a grown old lady, and two, it's unnecessary. But whatever, dude. Anyway, Sagittarius. Now, I'm sorry, I hate to say it. It's as cool and down to earth and laid back as you guys are. You guys are some of the sneakiest individuals on the planet. Like, you will tell individual A one thing, you'll go and tell individual B something else. You'll go and tell individual C something entirely different from what you originally fucking said. And basically all the letters of the alphabet would have to come together to compare stories to figure out what was really going on with you. Once again, unnecessary energy. Okay? Stop with that. Don't do that. Capricorns. I love you guys. I don't know what it is within my chart that attracts me to you guys, but for whatever reason, I can't stay away from the Capricorns. Okay? Like, quite a few situations I've had in the past romantically have been Capricorns. I don't know what or why or what within my chart keeps attracting me to the Capricorn, but that's just what it is, I guess. In any event, when you guys do let your guard down, because let's be real, everybody says the Capricorn is cold, reserved, they're assholes. No, it's just that the Capricorn is just they're that goat. You can't move them. When they want something, they want it. When they're about something, they're about it. And you cannot sway them one way or another. But when a Capricorn allows you to get close to them, and you betray their trust. They let their guard down and you betray their trust. When they become emotionally hurt, they won't exactly back off. Like, they're not like the Aquarius. When the Aquarius is done with you, they're done with you. Like, they will cut off all communication from you, and you can chase them all over the world, but they will not deal with you anymore. The Capricorn is a little bit different. The Capricorn will emotionally distance themselves from you. They'll still come to the crib, and they'll still want to have sex with you, and they'll still go out with you, but it's basically just kind of like that boot that's stuck in the mud, you know? Why? Because you really hurt them. But my advice to you Capricorns is, instead of being that boot that you're trying to pull out of the mud, let the situation go. You don't have to continue to be loyal to people who hurt you. You don't have to do that, okay? You can entirely walk away from the situation and start over and start fresh. It's okay. Let's get on to my favorite sign ever in the whole zodiac. Despite what everybody says about you guys, y'all are assholes. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to commit to anything. Y'all are whores. Well, that part is true. Y'all are just too rebellious. Whatever. But you know what? I love you guys, Aquarius. I love you guys a lot. You want to know why? Because I learn a lot from you guys. I think you guys are like my karmic lessons or something. I don't know. But like, I learned a lot from you. And it started with this girl that I used to know back in middle school. She was an Aquarius. She was the first one to teach me about sex. And I don't know, it's every few years I encounter an Aquarius who ends up teaching me things. It makes me reevaluate my whole life. I don't know. But I don't know, y'all are just real cool people, despite what everybody says about you guys. And your assholism, it might be harsh, but I appreciate it. You just might be something really hard to stomach for everybody else. That's all. Okay? Pisces. Now, I don't know a whole lot about you guys, but I will say this. For me personally, you're a little bit too emotional. And then when you're not being emotional, then you want to give somebody therapy. You can't. I don't know, dude. But I probably need to have one of you consistently on my team, because I hear that you guys are great financially. Like, y'all, if you want your taxes done, get a Pisces. You want somebody to help you with your budget and budgeting, get a Pisces. So, hey, I don't know. But that's my take on the zodiacs. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But hey, all comments, you're entitled to your opinions. If you didn't like it, like I said, you didn't even have to acknowledge it in the first place. But this is just Leia Alexis being Leia Alexis. And everybody should enjoy the rest of their day, okay?